Paul, DESTIN had been racing well, but it must have been nice to see him break through for that win last time.
Yeah, look, he's put in 2 or 3 very good performances, as you say, without winning a race. But you know, he got it all right last time out. He's going to come back from 14 to 1200, but I'm not really concerned about that. He sort of pulled a little bit in his last race and dashed, and he was getting a bit tired towards the end. So I think the drop back could be beneficial to him.
So with him getting tired, as you say, a bit last time out, was that the reason why he was wanting to lay in the straight?
Not too sure, you have to ask him, but you know, he didn't want to go too much further before he's going to get beat, so the 1200 metres just might be his trip.
What are your confidence levels like going into the race?
Well, he hasn't got the greatest of barriers, you know, so he's going to have to do it the hard way. I thought if he drew a gate, there's no reason why he couldn't back up and be very competitive again, and hopefully he can do that.
Stable's going really well. A treble a few weeks ago, and then another winner with Moment of Power on Wednesday night. Life is good for Paul O'Sullivan.
Yeah, well, it has its ups and downs, you know. Hong Kong can be very good and can be very tough, but we'll just enjoy it while it lasts.
Sam, you've ridden Prawn Barbar at his last few starts. Last time at Happy Valley, what were your thoughts on that run?
Great run. Yeah, he was outside the leader, you know, the leader was able to really dictate terms and kick away, which probably didn't suit my horse. He's got a lot of stamina, a real staying type, and probably would have liked a bit more of a genuine gallop. But in saying that, he fought all the way to the line and ended up getting beaten in the nose, so it was a gallant effort.
With that stamina in mind, up to 2,000 metres, is that better for him?
No doubt. He's drawn the 3, sort of smallish field, so ideally we can get out and have him on the pace somewhere, but wherever he is, we just, as long as it's not a sit and sprint affair, if we can really sort of pick up the pace from the 600 metres or so, he's going to stay all day. He's a fit, well horse. Provided we get a race run to suit, I think it'll be very competitive.
Ricky, Jolly Banner, here's his first run for a couple of months. Why did you decide to give him a break?
He's a horse that needs a bit of a break in between his runs, so he had a long break and he's come out fresh.
Looking at his barrier trial, he won that trial down the straight. You must have been happy with what you saw there?
Yes, he's nice and fresh, and he won a trial over 1,000. And this time we put a different gear on him. We put the blinkers on him.
What was the reasoning behind that?
Just the half blinkers. But we had it in mind for a long time, just waiting for when to put it on.
Are you confident?
Pretty confident that he'll be very, very close.
And also news from the stable this week, you've nominated Blizzard to head to Japan. Yes. How is Blizzard?
He's fine. He's fine after Japan, and even the run in Hong Kong, he put up well. He's a normal horse. He's a good traveller. We believe that he'll do his job again.
Richard, RATTAN, we've seen most of these 4-year-olds come up against each other. Yours has gone a different path towards the Classic Cup. How do you feel he'll measure up?
Yeah, it's a good question. I noticed he was the most experienced horse in the race. You know, you're always pleased when a PPG comes up through the ranks and goes right up to Group 1 level. That's a good achievement for the horse himself. We're very proud of his race record. Sunday will show if we're up against the very best of his generation.
Last time out, the race wasn't really run to suit him, but you must have been pleased the way that he finished it off.
Yeah, no, his times are good. His last 2 runs have been good. You know, we've been very satisfied with the horse's race record this year, and hope the step up in trip is going to help a bit more.
And the fact too with him that he ran so well over 1,800 metres last time out, whereas the others, for some of them, it's an unknown. That must give you some more confidence.
Yeah, sure. You know, the horse has got lots of experience. He's the most experienced horse in the race, and I think that counts against this 4-year-old generation.
How do you compare RATTAN to some of the other top 4-year-olds that you've had, Richard?
I don't compare horses from year in to year out. You know, we just focus on the preparation of the horse, and we're really pleased with his prep, and we'll try and do our best Sunday.
Sacred Ibis, Paul, what did you think of his most recent run?
Oh, I think all his runs this year have been terrific. Again, he's going to have to do it the hard way. He's the sort of horse that certainly could, if he drew a barrier, could take a position in the race, but from 11 he's going to have to come a long way back. The race is going to have to be run to suit him, but I think he's a horse that's got points in hand.
Why the decision to come back in distance with him here?
Well, Crash just seemed to think that the 1,400 metres have been run a little bit more genuinely than what the miles are. And when they buttoned off the speed last time, he got over racing, did a few things wrong. But so hopefully the drop back, a bit more of a consistent speed, and he can sort of just maintain his momentum.
He's only had 5 runs though, looking at his breeding by O'Reilly out of a Savabeel mare in time. Do you think he'll get over a bit more ground?
Not many of the O'Reillys get past a mile. You know, if you look at historically, the Savabeel would give him a little bit more stamina, but I think he'd probably be a miler. That'll be his go.